Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into the world of killer whales.
Orcas.
Yeah, orcas. These guys are like the rock stars of the ocean. And we got so many listener questions about them.
It's fascinating how much they capture our imagination.
Right. I mean, that classic black and white look is so iconic.
Instantly recognizable.
But did you know just how big they get?
Oh yeah, a male orca. That can be like the size of a double-decker bus. Easy.
A bus? That's crazy. And I always forget they're actually dolphins, the biggest kind.
The largest of the oceanic dolphin family. Yeah.
So we've got these like bus-sized dolphins, and they're everywhere.
Seriously, from the Arctic to the tropic.
Talk about adaptable. And they live in these, what are they called?
Pods.
Pods, yeah. Like little families, right?
Tight-knit family groups is a good way to put it.
And the coolest thing, I read that it's like the grandma who's in charge.
The matriarch, often the oldest, most experienced female, leads the whole pod, all the decisions.
So you've got these huge, smart creatures traveling the world in family groups.
Mm-hmm.
But then, get this, they've got their own languages, basically.
Dialects, we call them. Each pod develops unique calls and whistles.
Imagine meeting another pod, and it's like total gibberish.
Could be tough to communicate, that's for sure.
But they figure it out when it's time to hunt, that's for sure.
Killer whales are apex predators. They don't mess around.
And it's not just fish on the menu, right?
Oh no, depending on where they live, it could be squid, seabirds, even other marine mammals.
Like seals getting washed off ice floes. I've seen those videos.
Some of their hunting strategies are incredibly complex.
Learned and passed down, I read.
Like a culture, almost. Different populations have their own specializations too. Some herd fish, others use echolocation to stun their prey.
Brains and brawn, huh?
Definitely. They have incredibly large, complex brains.
Smarter than chimps, even.
Very complex, yeah. And the one fascinating thing, they have a brain region dedicated to processing emotions.
Whoa. Emotionally intelligent killer whales. Never thought of that. And they live long lives, too, don't they?
Especially the females. 80, 90 years sometimes.
Imagine all the knowledge they accumulate over that time.
It's incredible to think about.
We're talking intelligent, social, long-lived animals.
Yeah.
It's making me see them in a whole new light.
Me too. And it's not just about biology. Orcas hold a special place in many human cultures too.
Oh yeah, especially indigenous communities.
Particularly in the Pacific Northwest. They're often seen as guardians, protectors, even ancestors.
Symbols of strength, intelligence, unity.
Powerful connections that go back centuries.
It makes you realize these aren't just creatures of the ocean, they're woven into human history and beliefs.
Absolutely.
It's all so fascinating. But I can't help but think about the threats these amazing creatures are facing.
Yeah, that's a crucial part of the story, unfortunately.
Well, then let's dive into that next.
It's like, everything's connected.
Delicate balance, right?
Exactly. Orcas, they're at the top, right?
Yeah.
Apex predators.
Mm-hmm.
They keep things in check.
Regulating populations.
Fish, seals, even other whales, yeah?
So it's not just about them being cool animals.
Yeah, no.
It's like they keep the whole ocean healthy.
The whole ecosystem in balance, that's right.
But we're messing that up, aren't we?
We are. Pollution is a big one.
Pollution. How does that affect, like, an orca specifically?
Well, all the stuff we put in the ocean, right? Chemicals, runoff, it all ends up...
In the food chain.
Exactly. And they're at the top.
So they get the worst of it.
The highest concentrations of toxins, yeah. Weakens their immune systems.
It's awful.
Affects their breeding, can even kill them.
And it's not just the pollution, is it? Their homes are disappearing too.
Habitat loss is a huge problem, yeah, especially for the ones that live near the coasts.
All the development.
Shipping, traffic, noise pollution, it all adds up. Makes it harder to find food, to mate, to raise their young.
And then on top of all that, there's climate change.
Oh, yeah.
Which affects pretty much everything.
It does. Warmer waters, changing currents. It all throws things off balance for them.
So pollution, habitat loss, and climate change.
Not looking good. It's a tough situation, that's for sure. But there is some hope, some good news out there.
Oh, good. I was about to get really depressed. What are we doing to help them?
Well, some orca populations, they've got legal protection now. like the southern residents in the Pacific Northwest.
I've heard of them.
They're endangered, so there are rules in place now to try and help them bounce back.
Okay, that's good.
And there are groups working to clean up the pollution, protect habitats, manage fisheries better.
So lots of different things going on.
A multi-pronged approach. It's what's needed.
Right. It's not just up to the scientists and stuff, is it?
No, not at all.
We can all do our part.
Exactly. Support the organizations that are out there helping
Right.
make sustainable choices, you know, reduce our own impact.
Spread the word.
Exactly. Even just talking about it, raising awareness, it makes a difference.
I've learned so much today. It's incredible. These orcas are such complex creatures.
Resilient too.
It's inspiring, honestly. It makes you want to fight for them.
It
We've gone through so much today. It's hard to keep track. Biology, culture, threats, conservation.
It's a lot.
But I feel like there's still more.
There always is.
Ready for the final part of this deep dive then?
Let's do it.
It's crazy, right? All the stuff they're up against.
Yeah.
But they keep going.
They do. It's amazing. All the pollution, the habitat loss,
Climate change.
all of it. And yet they adapt. They find a way.
It's kind of like a lesson for us, almost.
Right. Like if they can do it, facing all that.
Here, we can step up too.
Exactly.
Makes you wonder, though, what else don't we know about them?
Oh, so much. We're just scratching the surface, really.
There's always something new to discover, isn't there?
That's the beauty of it. The more we learn, the more we realize we don't know.
It's like, you know, those puzzle boxes.
Yeah.
You think you've got it figured out. Then there's another layer.
Another mystery to unravel.
Exactly. And with orcas, it's like each layer is more amazing than the last.
More complex, more beautiful, and it all connects, you know? Understanding them helps us understand the whole ocean.
This whole deep dive, honestly, it's been eye-opening. More than I expected.
Me too.
They're just such incredible creatures.
Wow.
Intelligent, social, and tough as nails.
Resilient.
Yeah, resilient. That's the word. It's inspiring, really.
It is. Their story is a powerful one about nature, about connection, about the importance of protecting what we have.
Well said.
Yeah.
So, to our listener, if you've been as blown away by all this as we have,
Keep learning. There's so much information out there.
yeah, and don't be afraid to get involved.
Support the organizations fighting for them. Make changes in your own life. Spread the word.
Every little bit helps.
It does.
Yeah.
The future of orcas, the health of our oceans. It's up to all of us.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive.
It has been a journey.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.